Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to lay foundation stone of Purvanchal Expressway connecting Lucknow and Ghazipur in UP in a short while from now. Also to inaugurate gas distribution project in Varanasi this evening. President Ram Nath Kovind calls for promoting financial literacy among women. World-famous Rath Yatra being celebrated in Odisha. Over 10 lakh people expected to witness the 9-day festival. Washington says Monday's summit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin to go ahead as scheduled despite new tensions over Russian meddling in US elections. Arrested former Pakistan PM Nawaz Sharif to face trial of remaining 2 corruption cases in jail, says a government notification. In cricket, the second ODI between India and England begins at Lord's this afternoon. And in Wimbledon tennis, Serena Williams and Angelique Kerber to play for Women's Singles Trophy this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone of a nearly 350-kilometre long Purvanchal Expressway at Azamgarh in Uttar Pradesh in a short while from now. Mr. Modi is visiting the state on a 2-day visit during which he will inaugurate a number of projects. Our correspondent reports that the Purvanchal Expressway will connect Lucknow and Ghazipur and it will be constructed at a cost of 23,000 crore rupees.
Despite of sultry weather, thousands are gathered at Manduri Airstrip ground in Azamgarh. The crowd is eagerly waiting for the Prime Minister Narendra Modi who will land here in a short while from now. PM will lay the foundation stone of ambitious 353-kilometer long Purvanchal Expressway whose 99-kilometer part falls in Azamgarh district. The project will be completed in record 36 months. The project will connect the state capital Lucknow with Ghazipur district of eastern Uttar Pradesh. It will also be connected to Varanasi through a special link road. Once this expressway is complete, national capital Delhi will be connected via the expressway to several major towns and cities of eastern Uttar Pradesh. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Azamgarh.
Later in the day, Mr. Modi will dedicate to the nation the Varanasi City Gas Distribution Project and flag off the Varanasi-Balia EMU train. Besides, he will also lay the foundation stone of the Panchkoshi Parikrama Road and several projects under the Smart City Mission and Namami Gange Mission and an international convention centre. Mr. Modi will visit Mirzapur tomorrow, where he will dedicate the Bansagar Canal project to the nation. This project will provide a big boost to irrigation in Mirzapur and Allahabad districts. The Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stone of the Mirzapur Medical College and dedicate to the nation a bridge constructed on the river Ganga at Balughat, Chunar, connecting Mirzapur and Varanasi. President Ram Nath Kovind today asked the Institute of Cost Accountants of India to promote financial literacy among women in the country. Addressing Platinum Jubilee celebrations of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India in New Delhi, Mr. Kovind said financial literacy among females can bring a social change. He said the government has taken several steps towards ease of doing business. The President said the Institute can also work towards skill development among the youth. He said cost accountants play a substantial part in enhancing efficiency of processes, particularly in manufacturing and capital use. Mr. Kovind said cost accountants will have a bigger role as manufacturing in India gets a boost over the coming decade with the maturing of the Make in India program. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh today called on Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and discussed issues of mutual concern, including terrorism. In a tweet, Mr. Singh said he had an extremely fruitful meeting with the Bangladesh Prime Minister. He told Ms. Hasina that it is possible to uproot militancy and terrorism if all countries in the region join hands. The Bangladesh Prime Minister reiterated Dhaka's stand of not allowing its soil to be used by terrorists to carry out their activities against any country. Ms. Hasina also said Bangladesh and India have so far settled several outstanding issues, including the land and boundary agreement, through dialogue. She said other issues will also be sorted out through talks. Mr. Rajnath Singh had reached Dhaka yesterday on a 3-day visit. Tomorrow, he and his Bangladeshi counterpart, Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal, will co-chair the 6th India-Bangladesh Home Minister-level talks. BJP President Amit Shah has called upon youths to contribute their energy in making new India by 2022. Mr. Shah was addressing a large gathering at Youth Parliament held at Karnavati University near Gandhinagar in Gujarat this morning. Mr. Shah said, New India will be free from poverty, corruption, density and casteism under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He enumerated various achievements of the NDA government, including Jan Dhan Yojana, Ujjwala Yojana and Make in India. Later today, in Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Shah will flag off Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan's 55-day-long Jan Ashirwad Yatra from Ujjain. The assembly polls are due in the state later this year. More from a correspondent.
2 vehicles were converted into chariots for this yatra. The chariots had all the amenities, including a hydraulic platform to allow the Chief Minister to address public gatherings, as well as communication equipment to ensure that he could run his office from the vehicle. All facilities like internet, computers, televisions, washrooms and restrooms will be available in the vehicle. This will be Chauhan's third Jan Ashirwad Yatra. He had embarked on similar tours ahead of the State Assembly poll in 2008 and 2013. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
President Ram Nath Kovind today nominated 4 persons to the Rajya Sabha. They are farmer leader Ram Shakal, author and columnist Rakesh Sinha, sculptor Raghunath Mohapatra and classical dancer Sonal Man Singh. 4 seats of the upper house fell vacant after the retirement of cricketer Sachin Tendulkar, veteran actress Rekha, social activist Anu Aga and veteran lawyer K. Parsaran. The people of Andaman and Nicobar Islands are reaping the benefits of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana (PMAY), which aims to provide affordable housing to the poor. The scheme envisages to fulfill Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of housing for all by 2022. PMAY has 2 components, PMAY Urban and PMAY Grameen. A total of 34 beneficiaries have been identified under PMAY Urban by the Port Blair Municipal Council. Here is the ground report from our Port Blair correspondent.
Schemes like Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana are keeping alive the hopes of weaker sections of society of owning their own house. The Secretary of Port Blair Municipal Council, Sunil Anchipaka, said so far more than 14 lakh rupees have been distributed among the beneficiaries.
अभी तक हमने 34 बेनिफिशरीज को 14.40 लाख तक इश्यू कर चुका है और 34 बेनिफिशरीज का लिस्ट भी हमने पब्लिश कर चुका है. अभी तक वेरियस फेसेस में काम कर रहा है.
One of the beneficiaries residing in Bridgeganj thanks the Prime Minister for providing a roof over his head.
मेरे पास में घर नहीं था, मेरे को एक छत मिला है रहने के लिए. हाँ, प्रधानमंत्री का आभारी है. अपना बच्चा लोग लेके अब इसी छत के नीचे में रहता है.
Another beneficiary of Bhatu Basti said she applied for the scheme and now construction of more than half of her house is complete.
मैंने अप्रोच किया म्युनिसिपल में और अप्लाई की. उसका जो है बेनिफिट मुझे 2 किस्तों में मिला है 80,000. उससे मैंने अपना घर शुरू किया है. घर अभी आधे से ज्यादा कंप्लीट हो गया है. कुछ उसमें मेरा अपना पैसा था और नरेंद्र मोदी जी का तहे दिल से धन्यवाद देती हूँ कि उन्होंने इतना अच्छा स्कीम आम आदमी के लिए बनाया है जिनसे हर आदमी को अपना छत तो अपना घर मिल जाएगा.
Pradhanmantri Awas Yojana is not just about building houses. It is a significant step in making the dreams of the poor come true. With Rakesh Chandrilal's report from Port Blair, Valsa Williams for AIR News.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. A summit between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian leader Vladimir Putin will go ahead as planned on Monday, despite fresh tensions over Moscow's alleged election meddling. White House spokeswoman Sarah Sanders told reporters that both leaders will meet for talks in the Finnish capital Helsinki. Russia said it is looking forward to the meeting. U.S. Special Counsel investigating the Russian interference in the 2016 presidential elections yesterday indicted 12 Russian intelligence officers in the hacking into the servers of senior Democrats, including presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. Arrested former Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif will face trial of remaining 2 corruption cases in jail. According to a notification of the Ministry of Law and Justice, Accountability Court Islamabad Judge Muhammad Bashir will conduct the trial against the Sharifs in jail. Mr. Sharif and his daughter Mariam were arrested yesterday and they spent their first night in Adiala jail in Rawalpindi. Local media reports that the two VIP convicts were provided B-class facilities in the jail. In Afghanistan, at least 11 soldiers were killed when their checkpoint was attacked by terrorists in Farah province. Spokesman for the provincial governor said 4 soldiers were injured in the gun battle in Balabuluk district. He said 9 terrorists were also killed and 13 injured. Back home, the world-famous annual Rath Yatra or Chariot Festival is being celebrated in Puri, Odisha today. Over 10 lakh devotees and tourists are expected in Puri to witness the 9-day festival. Lord Jagannath, Balbhadra and Devi Subhadra will begin their sojourn to Sri Gundicha temple with the pulling of chariots later in the afternoon. More from our correspondent.
As per the schedule of rituals, at around 3 p.m., devotees will begin pulling the chariots. The yatra, which starts from Puri temple, will conclude at Sri Gundicha temple, covering nearly 3 km distance, while Taladhwaja of Lord Balabhadra will roll on Puri Grand Road first. Darpadalana of Devi Subhadra would trail. Lord Jagannath's Nandighosh, the largest of the 3 chariots, will move after the 2. It is expected that the chariots will reach at Gundicha temple before sunset. The deities will have a 9-day sojourn at Gundicha temple and they return to Sri Mandir only after completion of the yatra on the same chariots called the Bahuda Yatra or Return Car Festival on 23rd of this month. SN Patnaik for AIR News.
The first batch of 410 Hajj pilgrims from Delhi left for Medina from the Indira Gandhi International Airport this morning. Flagging off the pilgrims, Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi said the preparations for ensuring a smooth pilgrimage have been completed. Over 1,200 Hajj pilgrims are leaving Delhi for Saudi Arabia in 3 flights today. The Uttarakhand government has issued an alert to the district administration of Uttarkashi, Rudraprayag, Chamoli and Tehri region following the possibility of heavy rain in various parts of the state. District administration of Nainital, Bageshwar and Pithoragarh of Kumaon region have also been instructed to meet any eventuality following the heavy rainfall. And now news from the world of sports.
Team India will look to win its 10th consecutive bilateral one-day series when they face England in the second ODI at Lord's this afternoon. The match will begin at 3:30 p.m. India had won the first one-day at Nottingham by 8 wickets and is currently leading the 3-match series 1-0. Since their tour to Australia in January 2016, India are unbeaten in bilateral ODI series. They have won 9 50-over series in a row since then, with last year's Champions Trophy being the only tournament which they failed to win. In Wimbledon tennis, 23-time Grand Slam winner Serena Williams will lock horns with Angelique Kerber in the women's singles title clash today. The men's singles second semi-final between Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic, which was suspended after 3 sets last night, will also resume today. Djokovic was ahead 6-4, 3-6, 7-6 when the play was stopped as the game was pushed into tournament curfew, that is 11 p.m. local time. The first semi-final was won by Kevin Anderson last night. On to badminton, world number 3 PV Sindhu will play her semi-final match of Thailand Open in Bangkok shortly. The Olympic silver medalist will take on Gregoria Tujung of Indonesia. Both shuttlers have met twice in the past, with Sindhu winning both of those games. And in the FIFA World Cup, the third place playoff between England and Belgium will be played at St. Petersburg this evening. The match will kick off at 7:30 p.m. Both teams were in the same pool in the group stage and Belgium had defeated England 1-0 then. The summit clash between France and Croatia will be played in Moscow tomorrow. Sabi Hassan Khan, AIR News.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to lay foundation stone of Purvanchal Expressway connecting Lucknow and Ghazipur in UP in a short while from now. Also to inaugurate gas distribution project in Varanasi this evening. President Ram Nath Kovind calls for promoting financial literacy among women. World-famous Rath Yatra being celebrated in Odisha. Over 10 lakh people expected to witness the 9-day festival. Washington says Monday's summit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin to go ahead as scheduled despite new tensions over Russian meddling in U.S. elections. Arrested former Pakistan PM Nawaz Sharif to face trial of remaining 2 corruption cases in jail, says a government notification. In cricket, the second ODI between India and England begins at Lord's this afternoon. And with that, we end the midday news.